From time to time I really like to check a new keyboard out, and this one, probably the cheapest halleffect keyboard, looks kinda promising. I'm gonna warn you in advance, if you want a nice sounding keyboard, this is not it. But if you want a keyboard that has great gaming performance and costs basically nothing, keep on watching. The keyboard, even though it's called Fun60, is actually 0% fun and 100% performance. It has ABS plastic body which looks very cheap, but is actually sturdy. Flex of the case is very minimal, but that's mostly because of the hard aluminum plate inside. I think that this sturdiness is really gonna help with longevity. There's a USB-C connector with a huge cutout on the front, so any of your USB-C cables are usable. On the bottom there are 4 rubber feet, so it won't slide anywhere, even though it's very light. Fun60 also has adjustable feet, even though its body is already slightly angled, so you can adjust it to 2 more angle positions. However, I haven't used those because I prefer the stock angle. Design-wise, Fun60 is offered in multiple color combinations, while mine, as you could have already seen, is white. In the package you can find the keyboard, cable, switch/keycap puller, and that's it. TLDR, it's a 60% halleffect keyboard, so really primarily focused on gaming performance, and honestly, I wouldn't use it for anything else. And I'll tell you why. The most basic argument is that the switches are halleffect. These are not regular mechanical, but are using magnets to precisely scan the actuation height, and also so you can set it all the way you like. I'll get to the software and setup shortly. Now to the switches. We have the Akko Glare magnetic switches, so Akko in-house switch. At first sight it really looks like a cheap toy, but in reality it's kinda good. Even though these are using box stems, it's not totally perfect, but the stem wobble is acceptable for a keyboard of this price. But when it comes to raw performance, there was no issue, and the switch being actuated at only 25 grams really made it light as a feather. Still, if you wanted to change these, you have the option, but new, better switches would probably cost you as much as the whole keyboard. Keycaps are double-shot PBT with shine-through legends at the front. They're somewhat thick and look like they can withstand a bit of use, but if you're used to a more rough texture on PBT caps, these are not it. They are absolutely smooth. Stubs are lubed and relatively usable, but in combination with the hollow plastic body and an aluminum plate, the sound is not gonna be anything to write home about. Just hear it for yourself. But now we're finally getting to the dominant aspects of the Fun60, and these are RGB and performance. RGB on Fun60 is super vibrant, bright, and the legends are clearly visible. I didn't manage to set any RGB effects, only static colors, so I'd guess that's the only option. That being said, I really think RGB lovers will enjoy this one. The second and the most important thing in a halleffect keyboard is performance. Fun60 has the most chaotic software I've ever seen. Maybe it's just a skill issue, but I really had issues finding and figuring everything out. However, you can find the most important settings like actuation point and per key rapid trigger. socd also works flawlessly and without issues. You can remap keys, set up keyboard layers and functions, set up RGB. There are countless options, but everything is super unclear and you'll have to fight your way through. But the moment you set everything up the way you like, redemption comes. Gaming performance of this keyboard is nothing short of great. After you worked your way through, every setting works flawlessly. I haven't had a single issue, no misinputs, no bad keystroke registration or anything else. Everything worked as intended and I really enjoyed the gaming on it. Sound signature is something you'd be familiar with from the run-of-the-mill gaming keyboards, but this one costs only 35 euros, and for a full-fledged halleffect gaming keyboard, this is not only low enough for a recommendation, this is a must-have if you're looking for a super cheap gaming keyboard. So, if you wanna save a buck, go for it. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here is another one, and I'll see you again next Friday. Bye!